Gang for the Lanes, baby. We back on it, man. We got the story time that's going viral. I wanted to get my input on it, man. You know, it was a little tea, man. I had to go ahead and put my input on it, man. Let's go ahead. She said she got flew out. Or did she?
Story time on when I flew to another state to meet this young lit nigga that's lit on the internet. And to me, I felt like he was cap. So yeah, I met him on the internet. I was in Bahamas like the beginning of January for my son. I'm sorry, the beginning of February for my son's birthday or whatever. And he DM'd me on Instagram like, need you. So I'm like, oh, I've been trying to give you me or whatever like that. So he like, you know, whatever. We gonna exchange numbers or what? So I'm like, yeah, because, like, you know, he's some fine shit. Like, I love dark-skinned niggas. And when I say he's some fine shit, bitch, he's some fine shit. Or whatever like that. So on the internet, like, you know, he got 2 watches, big Cardi, 6 cars, supposedly own his house, and he young as fuck, or whatever. Like that. Dressed nice, always designer down, like, always posting mad money, etc. So, you know, like, that's my type. I love me a hood, get money nigga. So he asked for my number or whatever like that. So I gave him my number and like he texted me. And I'm not gonna lie, like it was little signs that I didn't like. Like if you know I'm on vacation with my kids, like I remember I posted my drink or whatever and I didn't text him right back. And he's on my phone like, oh, you see me text you or whatever, but you posting. Like that right there was like you only have my number for like 20 minutes, like chill out. But I let him slide. So we plan to see each other or whatever like this, like whatever like that on this Saturday. That's it, this Saturday, right? And we plan for me to come Valentine's Day weekend or whatever. And he really was on some shit where like he was like, oh, come whatever, what day, what time, it don't even matter. Like whenever you could come, just come. So I chose that weekend because I'm free every other weekend for my kids. They go with their dad or whatever like that. So
That's that kid free weekend, man. That's that freak weekend, man. They do that. As soon as pops go pick up the baby, man, it get wild, bro. Just believe your baby mama. As soon as you pick up them kids, man, your baby mama getting loose. That thing is loose.
that was my free weekend. So I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I thought he was a fake page at first or whatever like that because it just was like too good to be true. So we were only text and like he'll tell me to FaceTime him, but by the time I FaceTime him or whatever, he not answering. Now he got an excuse or he don't FaceTime back.
Going out of town to meet somebody you only text is crazy, man. It's crazy, bro.
But I started thinking like, bitch, I'm gonna get catfish if I go down here. So I told him, I'm like, look, this Wednesday, like the Wednesday before the Friday. So I'm like, FaceTime me before Friday or I'm not coming. So now he got all that energy. He FaceTime me, etc. I got him on the phone before you really couldn't. Like he'd just be texting and shit like that. So he FaceTime me. He was real, looked the same, looked good as fuck. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ready, etc. So Friday come and we talk and I'm like, you know, like you ready? Like I'm at the Nelson now. I'm like, you ready? Like I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to meet you, etc. So he like, yeah, or whatever like that. But I feel like his energy was a little off because he was more excited days before. So I'm like, you good, love? Like you okay? Because I'm like, I feel like your energy is like kind of off. Like you're not excited as you was. So he's like,
no, his energy changed after that FaceTime though. I want y'all to. That's a clue here, man. That's a clue. His energy changed after the FaceTime.
oh, I just found out I got to get my daughter or whatever today. Mind you, it's the day I leave. Like I'm leaving at 10 p.m. at night to land. I think my flight would land like 12:48 a.m. originally. So I'm like, yo, I took our work for this or whatever, and I already checked into the flight. And he's like, well, what's the issue? Nobody didn't tell you not to come. Like, you can still come. I'm good. I'm gonna just get a sitter. If anything, her and the sitter just stay at my house, and we could just get a room. So I'm like, you know what? All right, that's cool. I'm all for that, or whatever the case may be. So I still go. Like, I get my nails and I run to the mall. I get everything I need.
Thirsty
I pack my
for it.
shit, and I tell him like, all right, I'm supposed to land at this time. I go to the airport. Mind you, y'all, I'm rushing because I'm always fucking last minute.
Man, the signs was there. She just ignored everything. She ignored it on her own. All the signs was there. You ignored it. You was thirsty for it. She wanted to. She thought she was about to get tricked on all weekend. She thought she was going up. She thought that Instagram was gonna be lit all weekend. I'm talking 800, 1K on the stories. Like she thought it was about to be one of them.
Get to the airport. I board the flight or whatever like that. So before I boarded the flight, he texted me this hotel, like Cigna or something like that. It's like one of the best hotels in Atlanta. So I tried to book the hotel online, but everything was booked up. So I told him, I'm like, look, everything booked up because it's Valentine's Day weekend. So he like, nah, you got to call. So I called and like everything was booked the fuck up. Like literally it was no hotel. So he like, well, find whatever you can find and just book it. And I'm going to get you from the airport. So I'm like, you know, what's your budget? So he like, what you mean? I'm like, what's your budget? Like I'll book the room. But when I land, I expect to get my money back or whatever like that. So I'm on the plane, y'all. The plane done took off. So the nigga like, oh, the least you could do is pay for the room. So I'm like, huh? So this when the mishap coming. Because I get it, okay, we supposed to stay at your house originally, but then your child came into play. So now we gotta go stay somewhere else, which is cool. Because I think a hotel is better anyway, because you don't know me and I don't know you. And it's more safer, I feel like. So he like, yeah, like you can pay for the room. I'm gonna fund the rest of the trip. Baby, you a whole scammer. You think I'm paying for a motherfucking hotel for you to come fuck on me? So he all like, yo, I feel like you could pay for something. I'm funding the rest of the trip or whatever the case may be. Yo, so we start arguing or whatever like that. So then the plane land and I'm like, you really arguing over a $300-something hotel, but you scamming. You hitting all these licks, all this big money you posting. I mean like $20,000-$30,000. You can't book a $300 hotel. And I just felt like if you brought me to your city, you should make sure I'm good. Like if you can't.
Man, we really ain't talking about nothing though. We talking about $300. She really could have paid that. I mean, he don't know her. You know what I'm saying? She could have paid that. Cause I don't think he flew her out. I think she went and bought her own plane ticket. So basically, she just paid for the trip to go see this dude, man. And it ain't his fault. It ain't his fault.
And something happened, I'm going to correct it before you get there. I'm going to figure this shit the fuck out. Because, I mean, why wouldn't I? Like, it don't make sense. I didn't ask to come there. You wanted to come. Now, I agree we wanted to see each other, but...
Exactly.
Still, like, what? So, when I landed, the nigga arguing, going all back and forth with shit. So, I'm like, listen, cancel your sitter. Stay home with your kid. Go ahead and bond. I'm cool. Like, I ain't even link you no more, etc. Y'all, this nigga was like, oh, you must be coming to come see another nigga. Nigga, what? I took off from my job, stopped one of my business to come see you. And you talking about another nigga? That's your response? Y'all, he kept fucking arguing. I couldn't believe it because I'm like, bro, like, if you getting all this money and you...
Hey, it take two people to argue, though. So you can't just sit here and say he was arguing. Like, it take two people to argue.
All this motion, all this shit going on. Like, $300 is nothing. So I'm like, if I book this hotel, you can't come. So that's what the fuck I did. I booked the hotel, and shout out to that Spirit flight attendant because, yo, he stayed in that airport with me and found me a hotel, y'all. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have had nowhere to stay, like, at all. But I booked that hotel, y'all, and I left that nigga on red. Like, I stopped responding, and I just made it into a solo trip. But I still was just, like, mad because I trip. Like, Atlanta cool. We used to do that for New Year's, but, like, just to go and spend that much money, it was just, like, I could have went somewhere else. Like, that was kind of crazy. So me personally, I just feel like his lifestyle got to be kept because I done dealt with some big money niggas. Like, I mean, rich niggas. Like, I done running businesses to get legit money. I done dealt with a rapper.
So according to her, his lifestyle was capped. Well, you know, in Game of Land, we do our research, we do our homework, man. So I went and figured some stuff out, man. It's always two sides to a story, okay? Well, three sides. His, hers, and the truth, okay? And on Games for the Lanes, we down for finding the truth. So let's see what he got to say about this situation. So let's hear what my boy got to say. You know, let him give his side of the story. Because, you know, women that do that one-sided stuff, they'll do that all day long. But apparently he didn't have TikTok and didn't know how to use it. You know, typical trap nigga, man. He don't know how to use TikTok or internet shit, man. You know what I'm saying? He just know how to trap off that phone, man. That's it. So let's hear his side.
Tell the story and tell the full truth, you feel me? This part one, though. So look, right, let me get this, like, straight to y'all. First and foremost, I'm not a YN, you know what I'm saying? I'm 25 years old, you know? But check this out. I'm not from Atlanta at all, you feel me? I live in Atlanta now. I'm from Iraq, you feel me? But all this, like, okay, well, we gonna start off with the whole he flew me out type thing, you know? I never flew out. So this whole, oh yeah, he flew me out and put me on Spirit Airlines. Shit is cap, you know what I'm saying? I never flew out. I never paid for no flight, you feel me? None of that, you get what I'm saying? Now, I really don't know how to, like, to work it as far as in, like, if I can post the messages when I'm talking type shit. I don't know if I can do that shit on here, but I'm finna try it, though. I ain't gonna lie, like, you really done fucked up. Let me get in the hang of this shit for real. Cause now I got it figured out so I can go ahead and do these little, you get what I'm saying? So look, right? Now, we just gonna piggyback off of the whole, she said some shit like what it is. Oh yeah, he got mad with me because I was out of town and texting my kids and all that. Like, whatever the fuck that's supposed to be about. Anywho, that shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing at all, you get what I'm saying? Fast forward to these messages, you get what I'm saying? Now look, now check this out. She say like, I supposed to pay for a hotel or we argued about a hotel or some shit about like some shit with some money, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what really pissed me off. Like, that's what
looking
made
at the
me
jury, the
get
money
into
was
this
no
whole-
issue.
You did anyway, you feel me? Now, that's my whole thing. Now, I done made it clear that I was getting my daughter Friday. You know what I'm saying? I let her know at 4 p.m. on Friday, like, okay, well, I'm getting my daughter and I'm gonna have her for the week, or the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Now, your flight don't leave until 11 o'clock, whatever the case may be. Your flight don't leave until 11 o'clock at night. Now, by your flight don't leave at 11 o'clock tonight, meaning like, okay, Will, I ain't really trying to be mean to you, but like, I'm gonna give you all the signs what for this. All right, Will, I just told you my daughter coming. I done already let you know, like, beforehand. I'm not bringing nobody around my daughter. Like, it ain't none of that type of shit going on, especially no stranger. Like, it ain't none of that going on. I got too much respect for myself, you know what I'm saying, my daughter mama and my daughter alone. People be having weird intentions and shit towards kids, whatever. Now, so if I'm letting you know this already on some, like, you feel me? It ain't none of that going on.
But I'm gonna keep it real.
Rip, you, like, you feel me? You should have either
They getting your kids on Valentine's Day?
not even got your ass on the flight for
That's
one,
cap.
because your flight didn't leave until 11 o'clock.
That's
later on
cap.
that night.
Player to player. I know.
4 o'clock.
That's cap.
You try to tell me like,
That's like
you
going to
already
jail
checked
on
in my
Valentine's
flight.
Day.
Checking in your flight don't mean nothing at all. You know why? Because you still can cancel or like whatever. It don't matter. I don't, like, you know what I'm saying? I know for a fact you can cancel your flight, reservation, whatever, get a refund, whatever. So I let her know, like, you feel me? It's a possible chance that I can get a, you know what I'm saying? It's a possibility that I can get a babysitter. But like, that one never 100%, you feel me? Like, regardless of me getting a babysitter or not, right? I never, ever was staying at no hotel for one. Like, you a stranger, you get what I'm saying? I was not doing no shit like that. You a stranger, I don't even know you for real. And you too thirsty, like, you throwing me off for real. You too thirsty, you know what I'm saying?
See?
Now, cool. Now, in the mix of all that, right, okay, she get her. Now, she get her. She knew on the plane, like, oh yeah, she had to get her a room and shit like that, whatever the case may be. Because of the simple fact, I get to ask her shit like, okay, Will, what you finna do as far as in like, hotel-wise, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna help you look for a hotel, like GT, you know what I'm saying? But like, you should be already under the impression, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you not to come for real, because of some fact, I'll let you know I got my daughter. If a nigga telling you like, okay, Will, he got his daughter, and you can't, he not bringing you around his daughter, me, my daughter, this, you know what I'm saying? She gonna be here with me. So she gonna be here with me, then that means you can't be here at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't none of that going on. Cool, long story short, whatever the case may be, she ended up paying for her own flight, you feel me? She ended up paying for her own hotel or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? She was mad or whatever the case may be, but
So she
my
didn't
thing
get
is,
flew
look,
out.
right?
She
now,
flew
she
out.
never not once said like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pay for the hotel, but when I land, give me the money. What? The first thing I told her was, find something that you can afford. You feel me? Like, find something you can afford. Whatever in your budget. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this shit ain't about no $300 or no hotel or nothing like that. We never argued about no hotel because I made it clear, like clear as day. Like, okay, Will, I'm not sleeping in no hotel. Why in the fuck would I sleep in a hotel? I mean, I got a house. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just worried about your well-being. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's already damn near 1 o'clock in the morning when you land. You gotta have somewhere to sleep at. I don't want you to sleep in the airport or no shit like that. You feel me? Cool now. She get all that shit done or whatever the case may be. She act like she got an attitude out of this world. She really was on some like selfish shit, like on some like, she thought I was gonna put her before my daughter type shit. Like, oh yeah, well, we had plans and what the fuck ever. Like, I don't give a fuck who you is. Don't nobody come before my daughter. You feel me? Now, mind you, like, okay, so that was that whole Friday. Now, look, I still text her on Saturday just to make sure, like, she was good, she was safe. Because at the end of the day, you're not from Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You're not from Atlanta at all. I'm not from Atlanta at all. But, like, it was just cold that night. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh yeah, are you okay? You know, on some like checking up on her type shit. You feel me? See, oh yeah, I had found a room. You know, none like everything was regular for real. Nah, the shit really went left for real. That Saturday when it came to the point what it is, she got to text me all like extra thirsty ass shit. Like you got breath mints and like numbing spray. You know what I'm saying? That shit new to me. You know what I'm saying? All right, okay. All right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Brush that off. And then you got to ask me shit like, oh yeah, have I ever gave my ass ate? My behind ate? I don't know if it's
kinky.
Like blood, like blur it out or some shit because of that. Hold on, what the fuck? This lady throwing me off now. You know what I mean? You throwing me off.
She thirsty for you now.
Throwing me all the way off. You get what I'm saying? So now I'm just like...
She done flew down here and got thirsty.
Nah, hell no. She won't be seeing me at all. You get what I'm saying? I'm not finna link up with you. I'm not finna have sex with you. It ain't none of that going on. Like, you know, I'm cool on it. I'm straight on it. Now, mind y'all, it would never ever be a storyline. It wouldn't be a story time. It wouldn't be none of that. You know why? If I pulled up to see her at that hotel, had I had sex with her, any of that shit, you get what I'm saying? If any of that shit would have went her way as far as in like sexual intercourse, she would have never made a story time. You get what I'm saying? Now, mind you, like, she was scaring me on some, like, hold on, what the fuck? Don't be saying no shit like that to be like, you know, you scaring me for real on some shit. Like, you know, like, hold on. You been a little bit too thirsty, you feel me? Now, my whole thing is, on top of you being a little bit too thirsty, right? I mean, on top of her being a little too thirsty, right? I'm just like, all right, okay, whatever. You feel me? Like, now, mind y'all, rewind. We was texting this shit for like, probably like a week and a half. I want to say we probably was texting for like a week and a half for real. You know what I'm saying? Man, I ain't never been on the phone at all. I ain't never been on the phone at all. Like, never been on the phone.
And never been on the phone? You crazy.
We get on FaceTime for the first time. You feel me? It was like a 3-minute call or some shit like that. But when I first get on the phone, I got my face in the camera. She got her face in the camera. But she got on like these clear glasses. Now, when I say stop playing, put your face in the camera, you know? I don't know if that like rubbed her the wrong way, but I'm just in my head like this not the same person that I was just looking at on Instagram. You feel me? So now, like, I'm not saying she ugly. I'm not taking that from her at all. You know what I'm just saying like she not the like what she looked at like on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So it caught me off guard type shit. So now I'm really just trying to like rush her off the phone for real. But like I'm giving her a cold shoulder to the point where it is like, damn, you not getting the memo. Like I shouldn't have to say like, okay, well. Woo, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I'm really giving you a cold shoulder. Like, I'm letting you know what, like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that was throwing me off, though, that she didn't look the same. You know what I'm saying? So, after that, the conversation went, like, blank. She texted me that Friday, like, hey, love, are you okay? Woo. And I tell her, she like, am I still coming? Woo. I didn't respond to no other question, but am I okay? I told her I'm good. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. But I was
and she said, am I still coming? Oh, she was thirsty for it.
Like, I'm going to just show y'all all that shit. I got to post all that shit.
So then... I'm gonna get to the post for y'all. Let y'all see what she was sending your boy. Cause she was tripping. She clearly was tripping all day long.
Don't lie, if you pretty, everything free for you. But if you pop, BD, you gotta pay extra. Don't lie, if you pretty, everything free for you. But if you pop, BD, you gotta pay extra.
All right, so here go the text messages, man. She just sent this man pictures of throat spray. I can't stop the messages from moving, man. This is crazy work on here, man. She just sent the man pictures of throat spray. This is all her on the side. And like he said, I got the picture, but I don't know what that is. She clearly was thirsty for it. That's throat spray and breath strips. She about to clean that knob. She gonna clean that knob. She said, baby, it was for me to give you top. Okay? Hold on, let me read the black ones for y'all, man. Cause this is crazy, bro. Feel a lot better, Lil said finally. So she was cool with being in the room. I guess she was really just wanted to meet you, I guess, this and that. She did come off thirsty though, y'all. She sent this man a picture of throat spray.
What it is, so they asked it. If you send a picture of throat spray to someone and they don't know what it is, so they ask it.
That's crazy.
Is your throat sore or something?
Bro was wilding on them text messages. Did you thought
I
so?
would be like, never mind. Turn this plane around.
Mission failed.
And the breast strips, but you ain't got no confirmation number. You know how many hotels are in Atlanta? And no confirmation number, but how did everybody know she was eating butt? Was it the throat spray or the breast?
She wilding out here, man.
Then it's just like, okay, Will, you said what you said and all that, right? But at the same time, you come telling me, oh yeah, you fuck with these big time rappers and these rappers that everybody listen to. Man, nobody give a fuck about no boss man D-Lo. You done lost your motherfucking mind. What the hell?
She thought when she spoke with Boss Man D-Lo and put that throat spray on him, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, baby girl, you did that to yourself, man. He ain't do nothing to you. And we not going to sit here and charge that man up like he did. He ain't do nothing wrong. Games for the Lanes podcast, man. We out. The verdict has been made.